ladies and gentlemen, this is a rant video. I'm not going to talk about the school shooting because the school shootings in this country happen for two reasons: white privilege and the lack of accountability. That's the only reason why that shit goes on, and it's not going to change. So moving on from that, I want to talk about slavery in America. And we know it still goes on. I was watching Phil's from the Advice Show video, and he had interviewed a cop from New York. And he said they are trained to go out and look for Black males 14 to 21 to put in prison. He said they are trained, and you can best believe that's nationwide. That's not just New York. And he said that is who gets targeted the most. And they encourage the cops to look for Black males in that age range. Ladies and gentlemen, that's why they don't care that they put innocent Black men and women in jail. You ever notice there's no outcry to get these folks out or have the system set up where innocent Black people get out right away? No. See, what they'll do is hide evidence, lie on police reports, and do everything they can to make sure, even if it's the wrong person, goes to jail. And if you notice, an exonerated person sometimes will stay in there longer than a person that did the actual crime and got released from jail. We have seen these stories thousands of times because it's a common thing, and it's always happened in America. This is why right after slavery, what happened? They started building prisons because they had no intentions of letting you go, and they have never let us go. As soon as the slaves left the plantation, all of those plantations in the South collapsed. They got foreclosed on. They could not even live and feed themselves without the slaves. They have convinced us that you need them, but that's not the case at all. They need us, and I'm going to prove it to you. It's not the other way around. This is why it takes them so long, 38 years in prison, 45 years. Black males, it was in there from 1991 for murder they didn't do. I mean, it's like thousands and thousands of these cases, 32 years in prison, 30 years. You know, this is done on purpose. Okay, it's done on purpose because of this. It's done on purpose because of this, ladies and gentlemen. 50 American companies have ties to modern slavery. This is why the prisons cropped up all over the country right after slavery. And then they start talking all that you are the most violent. You see, they're all in cahoots with each other on this. You ain't no most violent. They have to keep telling you that and convincing you and keeping you with low self-esteem so that they can easily keep you docile, and they will imprison you innocent without you fighting. They're all in on it, ladies and gentlemen. The one stomping around talking about you're the most violent, the cop that's approaching the unarmed Black man and getting you all worked up. As soon as you react, they take you down to the ground and either kill you or throw handcuffs on you and throw you in prison. Then you got the prosecutor and the judge and the juries that are all getting paid at your expense. See, that person that's talking about you're the most violent, you got to understand, they don't want to give up all of the perks and everything they have. They don't want to live below a certain standard. So punishing you and getting you in prison and getting you to do all of this labor for pennies on the dollar. They get to keep their little luxurious lives in their white privilege and walk around here boasting about everything they got. And they got everything because of Black people in the past and even to the present day. They need you. Look at all of these companies that are using prisons to make their products, to package their products, to sell their products, to pick their products off of farms. Look at all these companies. See, if they took the innocent Black people out of prison, America would collapse, and so would all of these corporations you're looking at. Every last one of these corporations would fall without 14 to 21-year-old Black males going to jail by cops that are walking up to you and starting a confrontation. You got to understand why this is all happening. Number one, they get paid for every arrest, so they don't care if it's an innocent person. They're trying to get paid. And the corporations are trying to get paid for the products that they're putting out through the prisons. It's all connected. Them telling you you're the most violent, the cops being violent to unarmed Black people that are innocent, the prosecutor that knows you're not guilty, but move ahead with the trial and put you in jail, and the judge finding you guilty and the white jury finding you guilty and you're in prison. This is the reason why, ladies and gentlemen. This is why the whole thing is happening. This is why. Without you, there would be no America. America has never stood on her own without slaves. There's a reason why they want to keep the Black population unarmed. If they keep you unarmed, then you're a slave. You're at their mercy. Okay? If they keep themselves armed and keep you unarmed, then you're a slave. They can do whatever they want. They can point a gun in your face and you can't fight back. That's the way they like it. They're keeping the whole system in America set up and designed to keep you in a slave position. This is why you can go out on YouTube and see all these videos where Black people go into gun shops and they won't sell to Black people. The gun shop owner don't feel comfortable selling to Black people because they want to keep you in this slave condition. They want to keep you like this. Look at all these corporations. They're the biggest industries in America that are counting 100% on a bulk of their business through the prisons. Again, if they took the innocent Black people out of jail, their corporations would collapse. They have to keep you in there and then find you innocent 20, 30, 40 years later. They don't care that they do that to you because all of these corporations are making money. Them making money is more important than your innocence. This is why America will never fight for innocent people in prison. They will never do it. The whole country is heavily dependent on the melanated people, the ones they send to jail, and those Mexicans that they got on these farms during the farm labor. They are doing farm labor, and the Black people are in prison doing the labor for the corporations. The whole damn system is running on slavery. The whole system. If Black people walk away, America would collapse. It would collapse. It would fall overnight. This is why there never will be an effort to get Black folks out of jail, especially the innocent ones. They are not going to do it. And if they keep you in there and exonerate you 30 years later, look at all the labor they got out of you. Look at what they got out of you. They can't make it without Black people. They can't. They never have made it in this society without us, and they never will. You've been their cash cow from the time we got into slavery, and your Black people are the cash cows even to this day. This is why they keep stacking you in there and then perpetrating like you are the criminal in society. You are the criminal. They're lying to you. This is the reason why. See this, ladies and gentlemen? This is the reason why they have to keep this media sensation going about Black people being so awful, because they don't want to go to jail and do this stuff. They would prefer if you do. This is the reason why. All of these corporations that are white owned and got that labor done in the prisons. America is a slave nation. It has been a slave nation from the beginning. It's a slave nation now. And it's not going to change. They're going to keep snatching up Black males, just like that cop said. They go out and target Black males 14 to 21. They got to get you in there young enough so that for the next 20, 30 years, you can keep going and doing this labor, and you'll be still fairly young if you get grabbed up at 14, and then 20, 30 years, you'll only be in your 30s and 40s, and then they'll find you innocent and let you go. This is why this sheriff said what he did. Oh, it's better financially to kill suspects than wound them. See, if they know, if they kill you out here, like he said, all we got to do is give the family $3 million and they'll go away. See, they have to keep you alive, enough of us alive to go in there and do the prison labor. But the ones that they don't keep alive, they kill so that you don't become a financial burden to them. See, the whole thing, ladies and gentlemen, from top to bottom, is all about money. It's all about money. Them arresting you is about money. Them putting you in prison is about money. The cops killing you on the streets like an animal, that's all about money. The whole thing is about money. The whole thing. America cannot live without Black people. Without Black people, damn near every corporation in this country would fall. You would take away their lifestyle and their white privilege if you walked away from those prisons. If the prisons fall, their lives fall. Their whole existence is connected to the prison slavery in this country. They'll deny it, but it's the truth. Their whole existence right now is connected to the prison labor and the farm labor from the Mexicans. Their entire existence is connected to it. It's all psychological warfare to keep you a slave in this system. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification, and I will see you on the next video. And if you can support my channel, please do. I really do need your support to keep this going. peace, family.